Hi guys, and welcome back to Bum Bum Gaming. We're going to start off today, after a pretty fucking long break to be honest with you, with Shadows in the West. It is a Lord of the Rings role-playing game by Decipher Inc. and we'll be running this fortnightly on a Sunday from 6:30 onwards till about 9:30 at night. Now, I am not your game master for this one. Your game master will be the inimitable Red Fox. He is an absolute Lord of the Rings fanboy. Has been since I've known him. And we've got a small contingent of 5 players. So, what we're going to go ahead and do is people are going to introduce who they're playing and what their name is, and if they are currently enjoying any other role-playing games at the moment. And we'll start with me. So I'm Bun. I'm amazing, and I'm going to be playing Irende. Irende is an Elvish name. I'm not actually doing much RPG-wise at the moment. We had actually just cut off a Vampire the Masquerade game, which should be restarting in the new year once we figured out how to fix some really, really broken rule set in there, which unfortunately broke a bit of the game. So, feel free to go next, whoever. Anybody? I'll pick one of you.
I'll go next.
There we go.
They're all too afraid.
Robin.
Okay, hello, I am Robin. I was also playing the Vampires the Masquerade game. Not playing anything else at the moment. My character is Reginald Took, normally referred to as Reggie. He is the grandchild of Old Took, and obviously is a hobbit. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Ooh! Next! Anybody?
Oh.
Just go for it.
Andy, Thracosaurus. I was running the vampire game, but that's ended at the moment. We're going to be picking it up at some point, hopefully after Christmas and in the new year. Got some stuff to sort out, as Bun has said. I'm going to be playing our token human, I think, in this adventure. So we've got some kind of tie to the world of men. I am playing Theridia Branorian, a Gondorian human noble.
And either Rowan or Soph next.
Go on, Soph.
Yeah, alright. So I'm Serenith. I'm playing the character Trastriel, a very combat-heavy elf. Sort of imagine the elves in the first 5 minutes of the film, The Last Alliance style, and that's basically the character done. Yeah, I think the only other game I'm playing at the moment is a 5e Curse of Strahd game.
Beautiful. And that just leaves Rowan.
Hello, I'm Azurage in the thing. My character name is Tharzak Hammermaker. I'm the average dwarf that makes stuff. I haven't really got any games as such. I'm playing mostly online, but haven't got any tabletop games. This is like the most recent one I'm doing.
Beautiful. Right. So, I guess all that we need to do now is hand off to our game master, Red Fox. Take it the fuck away.
Hello. Right.
I hyped you up and everything, dude. I hyped you up.
I know. Good. That's what I'm good for. So, right. Where are we? So, you all know briefly what's going on. I'll just quickly explain where we are. So, the game itself is set about 9 years after the events of The Hobbit. So, it's a bit of an interesting place for Middle-earth at the moment, because suddenly there were dragons and things happening, and there was a shadow, and there was some kind of necromancer, but not that anyone really knows much about that. People know that something went down, and suddenly Erebor was a kingdom again, and the dragon that had been there was gone, and people knew about some kind of battle that went on, but it didn't really affect a lot of people, to be fair. So that's sort of where the world's sitting at the moment. So things are just starting to happen. This is still some 70 years away from the War of the Ring. So all the events in the Lord of the Rings, it's still a long way away, which is what people always seem to miss when it comes to the actual films. No one quite realizes the time gaps in there. So all of you are in Bree. You all have briefs, which told you sort of why you hear things like that. It's a rainy, drizzly evening, and you find yourselves at the Prancing Pony. Now, this is not the Prancing Pony as it is during the time of the Lord of the Rings, because, of course, Barleyman Butterbur is not that old. It is run by his dad, who is also mostly just known as Butterbur, and it is the best known tavern in these parts. Mostly because Bree is one of those kind of places where you've got hobbits and men living there, so
Okay.
the Prancing Pony sort of accommodates to that. So it's a very drizzly evening, let's say probably somewhere around 9 o'clock. It is midwinter, so it's a little bit chilly out. So there's a crackling fire and people are sort of sat in various corners and things and drinking. So if you've got particular places you want to be, just let us know, and if we can get some kind of descriptions of your characters, that would be great.
Why not? Let's fucking start. Let's do this before I have to get my Vulcan head on. I'm going to be hood up. I'm going to be sat in a nice, quietish corner, not surrounded by too many rowdy people. She wears null clothing, so it's all fairly drapey and long and regal. Nice embroidery, all that kind of stuff. She has dark hair. She doesn't have the traditional light hair that people like Galadriel have. Quite pointed features. Not stern looking, but still angular. I'm going to sit quite quietly, poised in a corner with my companion, and sip away on something that she thinks is beer.
My character's probably doing the exact opposite. I am probably by the fire, trying to get as many people to sing as possible. It's going to be something that sounds probably like a good old valleys, kind of Welsh valleys, as low as you can go, let's all get the baritones going type of song. About how, someone went off one time and did some heroic deed and we can all sit around the fire and remember this, and it's amazing. I think I'm probably quite a standard looking hobbit, so short, sandy hair, quite curly, nothing kind of standing out about me except for the fact that obviously I have an awesome voice.
Okay. Who's going next?
So I'll probably be sitting down with the other elf, just kind of casing the joint, really, and being generally suspicious of anything that's moving.
Do your job.
Huh?
Do your job.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm a fairly tall elf, still wearing the classic elf armor, and a long cloak with hood. Fairly standard elf appearance, I guess, as well. Quite long brown hair, very bright blue eyes, and yeah, quite angular features again.
Excellent. Let's go in next.
I'll be sat by the fire, enjoying the company of everyone else, drinking beer and eating food and singing along to everyone else, patting people on the shoulder, greeting people, just generally moving around the place, enjoying the company of everyone.
Okay, so I'm in amongst some of the other humans, but with my back against a wall. looking like your fairly standard human, around about 5'10" to 6 foot, medium build. I've got on some finer clothes than some of the other people around here, and what looks to be some chainmail. There's a rather large shield and sword just to the side of me, playing the it's like the black heater shield with the white tree of Gondor on it, along with quite a muddy set of riding boots and a bag as well. Pretty standard features. No sort of scars or pock marks or anything like that. So reasonably not scummy, lower class, possibly a noble. And yeah, like all my clothing is embroidered at the sort of the hems, as opposed to most other people's stuff, which is sort of frayed and ragged. But it looks as if it's seen some kind of wear, like very much been on the road for a little while now.
Okay, cool. So let's look at this here, and we'll just so the room's generally quite receptive of Reggie and Tharsak. You know, hobbits are very common here. Dwarves are seen around because they're always seen wandering the roads and things like that. Wandering a little bit less these days since, you know, they've actually got a home to go to. But the Man of Gondor is getting a couple of weird looks because, frankly, Gondor's a long fucking way away. Like, Gondor is a long old way
That's
away.
a walk and a half.
You go south past the Gap of Rohan, keep going sort of southeast for a bit, and then you eventually get to Gondor. However, what's even weirder is the two elves.
They're not even the same type of elf!
Like,
No one knows that. Everyone else just assumes. That
I
we're
would
the same.
know that. I would definitely know that.
Racist.
I would also know that.
there are two elves set in this fucking tavern. Like, people are giving you quite a wide berth.
I don't think we're even that subtle as elves. Like, as
No.
elves go, one of us is wearing full armor and one of us is like a massive mage. Like, we're not subtle about this.
No.
The chalkboard saying "piss off, I'm an elf" on the table is also helping someone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, occasionally,
Speak Quenya or get the fuck out.
occasionally a member of the serving staff sort of will come over, just very quickly sort of check if everything's fine and you've got everything, and then kind of like back off a bit quite
Scuttle
rapidly.
away.
Presumably, as Terrestrial sort of grimaces slightly at them. But in a very sort of poised elven way.
I'm not being rude. I'm just judging everyone appropriately as a threat.
I mean, I'll smile at them
Yeah.
and I'll say
yeah.
please and thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
I'm not telling them to get lost. Just kind of like judging them as the sort of potential thieves and murderers that they are.
But, you know, folks from around here don't really see elves very often.
Yeah, they're more used to turnips than elves.
Exactly. And then our good Gondorian over there is very clearly better dressed, so he's treated quite respectfully by them as well. But they don't give you so much of a wide berth. They just kind of give you stuff and then just kind of go away quite quickly because they don't really want to engage with you too terribly. Is there anything anyone wants to get up to? Anything anyone wants to do?
I'm going to hold all my conversations in Quenya with Trustriel. As long as
Yeah.
Trustriel speaks Quenya.
Yep.
I was gonna,
Good.
I was gonna say,
Reasonably fluently.
does she? Does
Yeah.
she?
I actually do.
Okay.
I put ranks in it
Oh,
specifically.
okay,
Yes.
specifically so you could.
Otherwise, we're a bit fucked, really.
Yeah, I figured maybe being able to speak the same language would be mildly useful.
This is the first party I've ever been when this has happened.
I mean, you can both speak Sindarin, so...
Oh,
I mean,
yes,
in
we
fairness,
can.
In fairness, I got given a ridiculous amount of language points, so I just thought, sod it, let's just put them in stuff.
Yeah.
Someone got a ridiculous number. That's because they have wits 13. But hey ho. Okay, cool. So you two are just talking.
We're having a quenyization.
We are.
Nice. See what you did there. And anyone else particularly up to anything? I know that Robin and Rowan, you've both already said what you're doing.
I'm
So-
just very much enjoying the fact that I can actually not be riding a horse and actually sitting down and eating and drinking.
Rubbing your saddle
Somewhere
sore.
warm. What time of year is it?
It's sort of midwinter, so it's probably about the same time it is now.
Freezing.
Yeah, so it has been a horrible, horrible ride from Gondor. I am very happy.
You
to be
left
in
in spring.
a warm bar.
I'm guessing Robin's character is encouraging people to sing.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, I'll definitely go back over to the bar, buy a beer, and bring it back over.
And then join in the singing.
Offer you the beer.
Yay! Is it a full pint?
Yeah.
It comes in pints.
Sorry, I'm just.
Well, there
translating
you
something.
go. You're keeping the
full
spirits
pint.
high, and I enjoy that.
Oh, well, this is my job. This is what I'm meant to be doing.
Oh, there's some strange folk in here today, isn't there?
Yes, certainly anything more exotic than I've ever seen in these parts.
I mean, look at those two over there.
Na sina lera necessary me. And anybody who speaks Kenya will know she just said, "Is this singing really necessary?"
Can I respond to that? Because like I don't know if I'd be able to. I can speak it ish.
Roll me your 2d6 and add your language Kenya rank to it.
So I rolled a 5.
Okay.
I have a Kenya rank of 2, so that's 7.
Okay.
I do also get a gift of tongues, so +3 to all languages known. I don't know if I get +3 to this.
Yep, that's right.
Cool. So 5, 6, 7. So I get 10.
You get 10. Okay.
I get 10.
So now, what was it you said, Anna?
Is this song necessary?
Okay.
Is the
I
literal
think I'd respond-
is the literal
I'd-
translation?
So is the
I'd respond saying something along the lines of the song is necessary, but I can do it in another language if you want.
Oh, Pedig ed Helen, which just basically means, "Do you speak Elvish?"
I'm just kind of impressed at this point that there's a hobbit that speaks like Kenya. Like, go for it.
Yep, go for it. It's kind of a quizzical Pedig ed Helen.
This hobbit is a massive elf. Elf songs.
Amazing, amazing.
If you want, I can do you an elf song.
Why not? We'll just say yes, please, in Kenya.
I do like Lay of. I can never remember which one it is. Is it Lay of Lutheran?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. I'll give that one a go.
There we go. I am gonna sit back looking rather pleased with myself. You wait, the dwarf's about to kick off.
So it's gone from nice sort of like songs of heroes and like all really kind of upbeat, kind of like farmer songs and joyousness to elven classical.
A sad elven ballad, yes.
Look, it's not our fault that we only have sad songs, but when you live, all the other emotions just get kind of boring.
Yeah.
Well, if that doesn't just warm your cockles.
I don't understand the language.
Neither do we.
It's fine, you don't need to understand it, you just need to feel how beautiful it is.
I'm gonna watch the small hobbit singing slightly broken Quenya and smile.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
Sort of wince slightly when she gets a word when he gets a word wrong. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine, that's fine. You're not
It's like,
Elvish.
you know when someone sings along to like something like the Macarena, and they're actually butchering the language a little bit, but the tune is still right.
Okay, I can accept that.
Do you know what I mean? Except this is a bit.
I'm
better
still
than that.
impressed. Like, a hobbit having that much, like, Kenya in their brain is fucking go for it. You know what? I'm gonna quite happily listen to that, just out of,
Yeah.
purely out of being impressed.
I've just got images of like misheard lyrics, like "Oh, we're halfway there, ho ho, sitting in a chair."
Exactly that. So there we go. That carries on for a little while, because Elven songs have a tendency to be a bit long. Not as long as Ent songs, but
No,
No,
they
it
are still
isn't.
quite long.
I read the rules. I can't learn Entish.
I was not allowed to play an Ent. Made me sad.
So some singing goes on for a little while. People come, people go. The night sort of draws on a little bit. You've all paid for rooms here anyway. It is an inn. Relatively new at the moment, to be fair. So things are going on. The night's kind of starting to wind down. Suddenly, the door slams open, and someone sort of staggers in and then face plants.
No, dear egg.
Okay.
I'm gonna scutter over. Just gracefully just slide over.
I'm gonna put a hand towards my sort of sword subtly and keep an eye on what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
I think I'm gonna get an adult. This is out of my realm. I'm gonna go get an adult.
I'm gonna put my hand on my sword, but more gracefully than the human.
See, I don't think the dwarf's got the problem. The human.
Oh my god. I'll saunter up to the body and see if I can tilt a head to the side to discern who it is
Okay.
or what it
No
is.
problem.
Don't worry, everyone. The elves have got it in hand.
If whoever's heading over to the body, can you give me observe spot tests, please?
Oh, let's have a look. See if I can find
I'm
that.
not going over. I'm just observing from where I am.
That's fine. You can give me one as well if you want. The elves are
Oh, it's not a
particularly
bad
good
roll.
at observe spot.
I'll be keeping the
That's
riffraff
that.
away.
Yeah,
Observe eyesight is my speciality.
that's cool. Yeah, that's spot. So that's your speciality.
Okay. So I've got a speciality and then a bonus in it.
Yep.
So do I just give you the total number?
13,
roll-
Chris.
Cool. Thank you. So
Then roll on
your
top.
So roll your 2d6, Anna. Then add your total ranks. Then add any bonuses. So I think you're adding plus 10 to your roll.
20.
You've got 20.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
20. We're elves. We've got really good eyes.
How many bonuses?
Legolas, what do your elf eyes see?
Legolas,
no,
what
don't
do your
ask that
elves I
question.
see? I see myself in a film that I'm not meant to be in.
My bonus ranks are higher than the ranks I have in the skill.
Yep. Lol elves. Just saying. So yeah,
In fairness.
20. 20. A whole 20.
In fairness, observe is one of your specials as well.
It
for you.
is.
It's like one of the two things I can do well. Everything else.
What'd you get, Soph?
18.
18. Cool.
Still better than you.
Excellent. So let's have a
I do what the elves do, but less gracefully.
look.
Correct.
So, all three of you notice that he seems to be wounded a little bit.
hmm
Soph will notice that there is something still lodged in sort of his shoulder. Anna, you notice that there's part of an arrowhead still lodged in his shoulder. Can you
Ooh.
give me a just call it a straight up lore check for the minute?
Straight up law check. Okay.
Yeah. So
let's
if you
have a
take your total ranks in lore, add your just take your total ranks in lore for a minute, and then we'll do it that way.
look. Which laws? I've got fucking millions of them. Just the
Just
law
do-
in the actual table.
Yeah, just do a straight up lore from the actual table. So take your bonus there, add one to it from your wise edge,
Yep.
and then roll the dice for me.
Okay, so that's that.
Just going AFK for a second. Sorry, people.
15.
15. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So with your law race orcs bonus, that makes it 16. You notice that it is the tip of an orcish arrow.
Oh, okay. I've forgotten what the word is in Kenya for orc, so I really shouldn't, but I have. I'm just going to say the word orc in Kenya, and then can I perform swift healing on this person?
Swift healing?
Yeah. Or is that just a racial that I have myself?
That's a racial that you have yourself.
That's okay then.
Yeah.
I'm going to start speaking essentially common again. Do we have a healer?
No.
I'll scan the rest of the bar. Is there a healer about?
I hope Andy's not the healer. Because he's gone.
I don't think we've got any healers.
I can try. It's not necessarily going to be great, but I can try.
Okay.
At least one of you has a little bit of healing.
Yeah, I have some healing, but it's not going to be spectacular.
Okay.
And back.
Do you have any healing?
Hmm?
Do you have any healing?
I don't really think so.
Oh god, we've got no fucking healer.
I have some, technically.
Okay.
Technically, I have a point in it.
Okay, so this person on the floor has an orcish arrowhead lodged in their body.
In the shoulder.
In the shoulder.
My speciality for healing is to treat wounds, so I can probably do something about this.
Yeah, I
It might
have
not
no
be very good.
specialities, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give it a shot.
Give us over.
Let Trastriel deal with it.
Oh, also, can we check if the arrow's poisoned? Because, you know, they're orcs and therefore terrible, and that's the sort of thing they would do.
Yeah.
Sure. Make a roll.
10.
10.
Is that including your...
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not roll high.
Okay, so actually the arrow wound looks to be relatively superficial. When you go to examine the wound properly, you notice that actually it's been partly stopped by chainmail.
Ooh. By chainmail?
So it's not wedged particularly far in.
Let me just check my sheet. Is this
So-
person awake?
Well, they're currently still face planted.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll be able to wake them up.
I mean, I'm basically just doing, like, really super basic first aid, like, trying
Yeah.
to see if I can clean it and maybe do something.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't really offer an assist here, can I?
Not
Not really a thing.
really.
I'm
I'm going to go to the bar. Water, quickly.
Cool.
Aye, that's the one, lad. We need to get some water. He's probably exhausted.
Cool. There we go. You get given some water quite quickly.
I'm going to have a
Okay.
quick scan over their clothes and see if I can figure out where they're from.
Okie dokie.
So that's a dirt. And do you want me to make a law check, maybe?
Let me see what you've got that's relevant.
I'm going to go ahead and guess they're not from Gondor.
I do have Gondorian law.
That would be a straight up law check. So
Just-
for you that's at +4 basically total. That's your ranks and everything. It's +4.
So it's a 4 plus a dice roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Show me potato salad. 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty good.
My rolls are exemplary.
That's to be fair. What I found is, especially if you're using an online dice roller, they have a tendency to roll really high and then roll really low.
I'm going to roll nothing from my magic tests now.
Yeah.
There'll be nothing.
So when you you have a look. You sort of look at the clothing. There's no kind of like identifiable marks or anything. They're wearing sort of traveling boots, and there is a sort of chainmail shirt on, but it's sort of quite hidden underneath various bits and bobs. Quite hard wearing weather clothing.
Okay.
You do notice there is an empty sheath for a longsword when you're looking over them, and there is also sort of part of a quiver as well.
What do they look like, facially, hair-wise, etc.?
They are sort of so they're human, unsurprisingly, probably in their sort of mid-30s, and not clean-shaven, sort of almost shoulder-length, kind of quite messy-looking hair. But there is sort of a weird kind of almost regality about them.
Istonifniflin. Which means I think I know your face.
In
Quenya.
Quenya. That gets no response.
Are they particularly cold to the touch?
No.
No.
Let's try. Again, Pedig Helen. Do you speak Elvish? Nothing?
You get his eyes sort of flicker ever so slightly.
I'm gonna easy now, easy. I'm gonna feed him some water.
Cool. So we push the water to his lips. It sort of initially it just kind of trickles, and then he kind of sort of starts sort of gulping it down.
Slowly now, slowly. I'm saying in
Westron.
Westron. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah. So he suddenly sits bolt upright, and he's got quite a wild look in his eyes, sort of thing. And let me think. Yeah, he sort of grabs you by the shoulder, Andy, and he's like, "They're dead. The others died. There's an orc pack. Fuck. They came upon us on the road."
Easy now, friend. Easy. You're in the tavern. What road were you on? Who were you traveling with?
The road to Fornost. We were patrolling, keeping it safe. There was me and Marbeth and Asker, and then this orc pack on wargs came upon us. We managed to fight some of them off a little bit, but we couldn't overwhelm them.
You're safe now. Do not worry.
They killed them.
I'm going to shoot a little look at Trastriel and say Mantog, which means, so who's leading? I.e., do you want to go first or shall I?
By all means. I'm going to say that in Kenya just because
Um,
else know what we're doing.
I'm going to turn around to face the rest of the room and switch back to what's the other word for common language in this?
Westron.
Switch back to Westron and say, if any of you wish to accompany us, you are more than welcome. And she notes silence, and so then starts to head for the door.
Eventually kind of scuttle forwards and start stammering about, well, I mean, I'm not very good. I have a bow I can do, but, like, yeah?
She just looks at you and smiles.
Yeah.
I'll pick up the human and assist him to a table. Put some money down at the bar. Make sure they get some water and food, and he You can sleep in my room.
That's very good of you, Master Dwarf.
I'm going to kneel down to the Hobbit and say your bravery is noted.
Now, can't be letting packs of wargs and goblins be assaulting good folk of this land. I may not be from around here, but I can surely lend my aid. Say, picking up my sword and my shield, and picking out some bits of armor. So, who else is coming with us? How about you, Master Dwarf?
Well, I might need to get my gear from up my room first. And everyone else, I wouldn't suspect that everyone would be armed, tooled, ready to go in a bar.
I have the grace of just coming in off the road, so most of my stuff is ready to go.
Yende leans on her staff.
I'm a bodyguard, so, you know, I'm wearing it.
I do have to go get the bow. Like, I do have a bow. I'll go get the bow.
Let's go. Let's go get our stuff. Don't worry.
Fine. While you do that, we can question this guy a little more and try and find out exactly where we need to get.
Okay, so let's go with tell me where we need to go.
So, it was on the. It's not far. It was only a couple of miles out on the road to Fornost, or a dead man's dyke, as the locals know it. We were just doing our usual scouting around, keeping it safe from anything. Can people give me a... Has anyone got History Gondor?
Yeah.
Not me.
Can you give me a history?
I've got Lore Realm, but that's it.
Yeah, I've got a small amount.
I have History Gondor.
Cool. You heard him mention Fornost before, Robin, so
Okay.
you can roll as well.
Okay.
Does it just work off law, the bonus, or where's it?
So it's law. So basically it's law, the rank.
Okay.
So whatever your rank is in Realm Gondor, plus
I rolled really awfully. 15.
plus your wits mod.
I got 11.
Okay, cool. So you both know that Fornost used to be part of Arnor.
It is, yes.
Arnor.
It's just off the north. It's just south from the North Downs, isn't it?
Yeah. Arnor
Yeah.
used to be the sort of part of Gondor, and Arnor used to be two kingdoms, but there used to be one kingdom in two geographical regions.
Yep.
Arnor's the one in the north.
And Arnor, and it's the where the claims have come from is either Arnor or Rain.
You
what's
can
come
do
from?
it.
The two bloodlines, the classic bloodlines, come from.
It's all Honorian, Gondorian, Numenorian, ultimately.
Anorian or Isildur, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so that's what that is. Just so you know. But no, we were just patrolling as we do. You know. Ever since. Huh?
It's okay, brother. We will take care of this problem for you. How many of them were there?
It was difficult to tell. There were, I think, 10 of them.
Did they bear any markings?
Not that I saw.
Are there any caves around this area?
There are
Many.
possibly cave systems and things around still. After Angmar sort of destroyed Arnor, there are plenty of sort of ruins and things, but they're mostly overgrown.
Were they goblins, orcs, or
They were orcs. There was, normally we'd have time to lay an ambush or get to a more advantageous position, but they were on us before we knew what was happening.
Did you say they were riding warg?
That's right. Yes.
They're going to be fast. Do we have horses?
We did injure some of them, so I don't know if they're lagging behind. Can everyone give me some observe tests, please? It's not spot though.
Okay.
Ooh.
Good roll. Not very good observe
No.
Do I still got my additional 2 from Keen without
No.
a spot? Okay, that's fine.
though.
14.
8.
12.
16.
11.
Cool.
16.
So, people who got over 10.
No.
There is some noise off in the distance that you can't quite make out. But it doesn't sound. It sounds a bit slightly unnatural. Anna, you got 15.
16.
16. You hear howling.
Something howls.
The wild riders become closer.
And Robin and Rowan, you're obviously in a different part of the inn, so I think Reggie is far too excited to actually notice anything. I think that's what's going on.
Haphazardly grabbing stuff from his room, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing!
I'm going on a real adventure. I'm going on a real adventure.
I'm gonna
Real elves.
shout loudly in Kazdol. Master Dwarf, hurry with your stuff.
I'll get there when I get there. Don't worry, Master.
I'm gonna go and get my horse
Okay.
once I finish putting on all my plate now.
Okay.
I think I've probably managed to pack just about everything that I've ever owned ever into a bag and come barreling back down the stairs.
With the short bow.
Presumably the two elves have horses because, as far as I know, we both came from Lorien, which it's not quite Gondor, but it's still pretty damn far away.
It's a ride.
Oh no, you walked.
Okay.
You're elves. You don't get tired.
Oh yeah,
I'm.
good point. We did work this out that we
Yeah.
can run about as fast, and it doesn't really matter.
This is why the Navarre have the trods. No, legit. This is why the Navarre have the trods.
I hope someone's got room for me. Like I'm a diddy little hobbit, but I can't run like a dwarf. So
I mean, there's a good chance that I can carry you and all of your things and still walk about as fast as the horse.
I'm going to turn to the innkeeper and say, "Are there horses available?"
Well, now where you probably want to go and see is you probably want to go see Bob, but he won't be up at this time of night.
Do you think he'd mind terribly if we took them and returned them shortly?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
How much money
Why
do I
the
have? Do I have
By
any
the sound
money?
of things, we don't have far to go before
Everyone
get
make
to the
me-
logs
everyone
anyway.
Make me observe checks again.
12.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
I'm rolling some
19.
good 6 and 4s.
13.
Let me just roll that again. 17.
Did it freak out a bit?
The page refreshed.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 13.
Yay!
Dwarfy McDwarface.
11.
Cool. So everyone got over 10, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You all hear howling this time.
Is it closer then, yeah?
Yeah.
I think this is probably about the point that it kicks in what I've just signed myself up for. I'm going a little pale.
Chris, do I have any money on me? I know I'm elvish, but do I have any money on me?
You'll have a handful of silver pennies probably.
I'm just going to draw my bow and go look outside.
I'm going to
I
join
can
the
see
elf
forever.
and go outside.
I'm going to drop some silver pennies on the innkeeper's desk
Mhm.
and say, give these to Bob. And I'm going to go outside and see if I can spot the horses and take the fucking horses.
Okay, so people who want to quickly dash outside, give me some observe spot checks.
Okie dokie.
Cool. Do these get to use our special eyes bonuses?
You can use your elf eyes.
8.
I'll
I
pat
did
the
awfully.
halfling on the shoulder. Don't worry, lad. Just go outside. It'll be fine.
17.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Thank you.
Of course, it'll be fine.
So if
Also,
you
my bow is very
I got a 20.
Okay, cool. Have you come back now, Dwarfy McDwarface?
Yes.
What have you got with you?
I'll have all my stuff with me.
And apparently a
Back
hobbit.
ready to go. And a hobbit, yeah.
Cool.
Why not?
You carrying any weapons or anything?
Yep. I won't have my mail because it will take too long to put on. That'll be in my backpack. I'll have my hammer with me, and my shield and my other hammer strapped to my belt.
Cool. There we go.
Hammers for
So-
days.
So the dwarf has like a hand hammer and a shield and like a larger hammer as well. So I'm getting images of Vermintide now for some reason. Okay, so yeah, sorry. The people who went outside for spotting purposes, what did you get?
20.
17.
Not even over 10.
Okay, cool. Okay, so the 2 elves. It's quite rainy at the moment. It's gone a bit. The rain's gotten heavier.
I'm going to use my shield to try and at least shield both whoever's looking outside the door from the rain. Just try and make it as easy as possible.
There is a lightning flash, and maybe a mile or so away, you can make out sort of 3 wolf shapes heading towards Bree.
I'm guessing a mile away is too far for me to attempt a shot, even being an elf.
Yes.
Damn, that would have been cool. Walk outside, shoot something immediately. Oh well.
Chops are good. They're coming.
And I just pinged you a message on Discord, by the way.
What for? What's
Just so
that
you know,
mean?
just jump on.
Oh, for the thing. Yeah, give me a second. I'll fix that. 2 moments.
Cool.
I don't know how to change that on the fly. How do I change that on the fly?
Which way are the wargs running?
Towards us.
They're heading towards Bree from the north.
There you go.
Right. Okay, in that case, the dwarf's probably got time to put armor on.
I don't
Possibly.
think we'll need the horses. So I need to go and... it's quite dark, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, there's standard lights and stuff around for Bree because it's normally
But
quite
it's
lit.
still quite dark.
Yes, that's right.
This isn't really a
Um,
defensible town. We should probably try and start this outside the town, otherwise civilians are going to get injured.
I'll usher the halfling out. Come on then, lad. Let's go outside for an adventure.
Okay.
Chris,
You'll be
I'd like to go
fine.
get my
It'll all be
lantern.
good.
We need
Getting
to...
there.
Let's actually grab... Let's actually grab the horses. I'll take one. I'll put the hobbit on the back with me. Trastriel will take the other one.
I have my own horse.
And then the dwarf can go on the back with the Gondorian. Unless he's already got a horse.
Wouldn't it be better if I just drive the cart?
A cart.
Yes.
To battle.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to leave my horse tied up and I'm going to get on the cart
I'm
Okay.
with the
sure.
lantern.
Why not?
Yeah, I'll get in the cart.
See, that way you'll be able to shoot from there.
If you're worried about light, then spellcasting, create light.
Cool. Roll me your 2d6.
11.
You got an 11.
Yeah, just rolling 2d6.
What did you roll? Did you roll any d6s?
5 and a 6.
11.
Oh,
11.
Right. Just rolling on it. Yes, you've got massive bonuses to that.
Right, you just said roll 2d6.
Yeah.
That's what you just said.
let me finish what I'm saying. So you see in your edges, you've got your +6 to resist weariness.
Yes.
So add that on.
Oh, Jesus. So was that 11? So that's 17.
17.
And then add your stamina mod.
Stamina. What's that called? Oh, here it is. 18.
18. There we go. So you create a light. you can actually have the additional thing on it. It is basically a 20-foot radius. It's brighter than a torch, and that'll last for 20 minutes per point of bearing that you've got.
Cool. I have... Where's my bearing?
So about 240 minutes, is it for you? Or
Yeah.
something like that?
Quite a while.
20 minutes per point of bearing. So yeah, 240 minutes.
Right, so we should probably get...
The tip of your staff just lights up, does it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Like a good old staff light.
So I'll get everything all sorted. You know, click
so-
them all in, get them all sorted, get up onto the drone. Right then, which way are we going?
So just to clarify there, the elf just done magic.
Yep.
Okay.
My character at this point is pale and in shell shock because magic.
Just get on the back, lad. It'll be fine.
Okay.
It's
me a
just
lift,
a
would you?
great adventure, isn't it?
Can someone just give me a lift, though?
Oh,
I get off your hand.
poor little halfling can't even get onto the cart.
I just need a
Aw.
boost.
I might need to alter this a bit.
Oh, Reggie.
Make her some steps. Make him some steps, even.
Reggie, you're awesome. Cool.
Gonna have a swift look at oh, gonna cough. At Trastriel, and just give her the nod.
Cool. I'm having a little marvel at the whole halfling getting on a car debacle. 'Cause, like, this is fucking new. Like 500 years, it's not seen anything like this.
Okay.
It's a lot of new experiences today. Like the normal bit is the hunting wargs.
Yeah.
So off to battle we go then.
So, you rattle out of Bree, heading north. Presumably it's a pony you've got pulling.
Yep.
So, or a couple of ponies, you know. I don't think we're quite at kind of war ram stages.
You wish.
I'm gonna ride slightly ahead, still within visible distance, but scouting and making sure that we're not gonna get massively ambushed by wargs.
I'm gonna keep eyes out everywhere I can, so just let me know if you want me to make any observe tests there, Chris.
Yeah. So can people? So let me think. You rattle out there. Takes a couple of minutes.
I'll look over at the halfling. How about you get your bow out and just get an arrow ready, yeah?
And the halfling's talking to himself, being like, and I'm going to go on an adventure, and then I'm going to write a song about it, and I'm going to be so famous, and oh god, what have I done?
You'll be fine, lad. Just get the bow out. Come on.
Okay, gets bows and arrows out.
Come on now, you
Drops
can't,
two
we can't,
arrows
we
on the
can't
floor,
write a
but-
song if we don't take part now. Come on, you can do this.
I can do this. Picks up the dropped arrows.
So you rattle out of Bree. You sort of rattle onto the road, sort of are going. If everyone makes me an observe check, it's not a spot check at the moment though.
Okay.
No.
14.
What am I adding to that?
Oh, not 12. Got a low one.
11.
Okie dokie. Tharsek?
I got 13.
Okay, cool. So, everyone who got above 10, there is some distinct howling, but it's coming from sort of in front of you and to either side of you. For anyone who didn't get 10, the howling is coming from all around. Like,
All around it is, cool.
Yeah. As you rattle down the road, I'm not going to make you check again because you'll keep noticing these things. The howling seems to move a bit, almost as if it's circling. Up ahead, if you can, people can make me a observe spot check.
Yes, I can.
17.
Garbage.
6, And then...
Oh wow. Oh, is there like a critical failure thing written into
No.
this?
No,
No, because I just rolled snake eyes.
that's fine.
Uh,
As long as you,
17.
cool. As long as you didn't like catastrophically fail the difficulty, you're all right.
I think it's going to be a case of Reggie's too busy throwing up over the side of the cart to notice anything.
So people who rolled above a 5 total, to be fair.
Okay.
Oh, I actually hear something then.
There is another illumination, and just off to your left, you can make a sort of an outcropping of stone. If you look carefully, there's like a sort of a half-broken archway as well. Just to make you aware, it's not like Weathertop where it's on top of a hill. It's on, an ever so slight rise.
How far away is it?
That is not too far away. You could get there within a minute or two.
Is the howling coming from near there?
The howling is coming from sort of circling around you all.
Okay.
Like it keeps changing positions. One moment it will be at 11 o'clock, the next minute it will be 3 o'clock.
Can we not see anything?
We can't see anything.
You can't see them at the moment.
What are you
I would
talking
say
about?
they're getting ready to pick their time to attack us. So all get ready.
Oh, what shall I do?
So yeah, depending on what the driver wants to do, you can either carry on up the road a bit, you can pop off the road to that. I don't even want to call it a structure, or you can just stop where you are.
Orcs speak Orcish, don't they?
There's an area up there that we could potentially see. Maybe they've gone into there and they're trying to encircle in the caves, perhaps, or the ruins.
Orcs do speak Orcish. They have different types of Orcish that they speak, though.
Mm.
Like each tribe has different languages.
Mm.
Some of them speak Black speech.
Only, I think that's most of the Uruk, though, isn't it? That speak Black speech.
And like Orc
We
generals.
Yeah.
So can we actually hear them shouting?
You can't hear any voices, no.
Just growling, howling.
But the Gondorian did just ask something about the ruin to the left.
Go over to the left.
Cool. So
Was that go over to the left, lad?
That was Master Dwarf. Perhaps we should investigate that area over to the left.
I'll start guiding them left.
okay. So they start to.
Quick question.
Yep.
Does beast speech work on wargs?
You'll have to find out.
Ooh! What are the parameters for beast speech?
What are the parameters?
Yeah, how far away do you have to be? That kind of stuff.
You would be the range in which you'd actually be able to speak to a person.
So I can't shout.
So yeah, you could shout. By all means, whether they can hear you over all the weather is another matter entirely. But you can.
Okay. Shout in beast speech.
Okay, do you want to give me your roll, just in case?
What does it work off?
Again, it's another one of those weariness.
Just
It's one of those weariness tests.
So it's a 2d10.
2d6 plus 7.
Sorry, yeah, 2d6. So click onto that. So that's a 7 plus 7, so 14.
Cool, that's fine. So you activate beast speech. Then what are you shouting?
Begone foul creatures, you have no welcome here.
Okay, so the elf again makes some kind of gesture and says something, and then they start kind of doing a lot of growling and howling.
Okay. Yeah, so they're just going to be doing another spell then.
So everyone make me observe tests, not spot at the moment. Just for a second, you're just heading, you're just about to get into the ruined bit now.
10.
14.
18.
16.
Oh, halfling stepped up.
Cool.
Yes.
Everyone hears them. They're all a bit closer. You just about make out on the how. It's just to effective fresh meat.
Oh no.
Right. So you've got to the ruiny bit. What do people want to do?
Would you like me to stop then?
I think that would be best, Master Dwarf.
Because if
Perhaps
we
should
stop,
go.
they're probably going to attack us.
Well, better they attack us now than any other place. At least we're in a position we can defend from here, I guess.
Okay, so I'll turn the team into the direction of some stone so they've got a little bit of protection with the cart.
Okie dokie. So it's laid out.
Roll a Teamster test.
Yes, please, because it's a little bit difficult.
Okay. 16.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine. So you basically do a bit of shouting at them into Dwarven and goading them and stuff, and get them to sort of rattle up onto the bit there and go behind a bit of rock. So it's a little bit like a lower down Weathertop, but even more decrepit.
Okay.
Okay.
So Weathertop is relatively
Stable.
but this is just even more broken bits and things like that. You know, like the little bit of the archway you saw, it's got the entire of the left-hand column missing, and it's kind of sagging to one side, and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of like, if you wanted to like hide behind a very low bit of wall, you could, sort of thing. But other than that,
Okay, I'm going to get
defensible
myself.
now, being out in the wild.
Yeah, I'm going to hop off the cart and try and get myself into a sort of defensible-ish position.
I'm gonna.
It's probably going to be no point me trying to get off the cart, so I'm going to kind of try and set it so that, you know, I can see over the side of the cart, but there's still a little bit of it in front of me protecting me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay on my horse and see if I can see anything looking outward from a higher vantage point.
Okie dokie.
Same. I'm basically aiming at everything that moves.
Okay. And Tharsak.
I'll just be standing next to the halfling going, get a good aim, lad. Go on.
I will, Master Dwarf, thank you.
There is a flash of sheet lightning, and also by the light from the lantern that was on the wagon and the light cast by the elf, you can make out 3 wargs sort of now circling the ruins a bit more carefully.
Are they
With
in range for
riders?
me to shoot?
With riders, yeah. Are they in range for you to shoot? They will be in range for you to shoot at your... Let me check your ranges. It will be at your medium range.
Okay, so what does that do in terms of making it more or less difficult to hit?
Your target number to hit, it's an extra 2. So
Okay.
call it 13.
I'm gonna shoot one.
Okay.
So, how does this work? I roll 2d6 plus my ranged
2d6
combat.
plus your ranged combat, plus your speciality for bow.
Okay. 20.
Cool.
Oh my Jesus!
I have a ranged combat of 10. It's not even my best stat.
Suddenly my range combat doesn't seem so bad anymore.
I'm really good at 2 or 3 things and useless everywhere else.
Okay, roll me the damage, please.
Okay, I do need to check what my damage is.
For you, it's
2d6 plus 2.
I got speckle arrows.
Oh.
just because elves.
Because
Like, don't get
elves.
me wrong, they're not massively special. It's 2d6 plus 3 instead of 2d6 plus 2.
Yeah, they're not great, but 11.
11. Okay, cool. Is that a warg or an orc?
The warg, because if the orc flies off, not only will it be hilarious, but they'll take a load of damage from slamming into a tree.
They will.
Okay, cool. That slams into it quite unerringly, flies through the air, hits it sort of in the front right forelock. And there is a general howling, and suddenly they all turn and head towards the sort of ruins. Everyone will need to do initiative now. That is a 2d6 plus whatever your initiative
Okay, 2 seconds.
is.
I was painting.
Ooh,
Where is
2d6 plus initiative.
the Hobbit might be going first.
10.
15.
Oh, what was that? Ah, 15.
12?
14.
Let me just do a quick roll. Amazing.
I rolled really badly.
We're all dead.
So,
We're fucked.
right. So, the way combat works, everyone gets 2 actions in a combat. So, you can, for example, if you're in close combat with someone, attack them twice, you know, because that would be using your 2 actions. Things like moving is normally an action. Very short speech and things like that don't cost an action. But, you know, if you're going to say anything more than sort of like a sentence, then that's going to cost you an action, sort of thing. When it comes to dodging and parrying, that takes one of your actions, and you have to declare that. You have to declare that once. You can declare that once they've hit, but before they've done damage. Is the way I'm running it. Because normally you're just supposed to declare that regardless. So sometimes you can waste an action declaring a parry or a dodge without them even hitting you. I don't really like that way of doing it, because I feel like it cheats you out of actions. So we've got
2 15s.
2 15s. What are both your nimbleness modifiers?
My nimbleness modifier is 3.
1 second. Mine is also 3.
Okay. What are your wits modifiers?
3.
2.
Okay, there we go.
So
it
close.
900 years and I got that on you!
So it will be you first.
Wonderful. How close are they?
They are about 50, 60 foot away at the moment.
Okay, what's the, without giving the game away, what's the range of my favourite spell?
I don't know what your favourite spell is. 5 feet per point of bearing, though, I'm guessing is your question.
Oh,
Magic
Jesus.
missile at the darkness.
How many points of bearing have you got, though?
Where is my bearing? 12.
So that's 60 foot.
So I could hit them from that range.
Mm-hmm.
I could give it a go.
Give it a go.
Yeah, go on then. The elf centers herself, raises her staff, and shouts "Osse tult iraumo," and then suddenly, lightning. Let's make me a roll. Right, what do I need? Let's have a look.
That sparks out from the staff, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's 2d6 plus...
2d6 plus 7.
Okay. Oh, 14.
14. Okay. Yes, it does cast. Only just, mind.
Yeah. I was like, oh! Fuck.
Just for future reference, so people know, courage that you've got, you can spend a point of courage to add +3 to your roll. You can wait to do that until after you've rolled. You can spend no more than 2 courage a round.
How many courage do we have to start with?
You've all got 3
3.
courage, unless you're the man who's got 4, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let me just do a quick
Where courage translates to stupidity with humans.
check. Okay, so that's going to fail. Can you roll me 4d6, please, Anna?
4d6.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wargor Rider.
15.
Wargor Rider.
Warg.
Same one that Terrestrial
Yeah.
did. Okie dokie. So let me just quickly check something. Out comes lightning.
Actually, Ryder.
What? Rider, yeah? Okay.
Sorry, I don't have +1 courage. I've got Valiant, which is slightly different.
I think you get 4 courage, full stop.
You may roll once unless you use a favour of fortune. If you succeed, you receive +2 courage to spend on any one action in that scene.
Bum, bum, bum.
Page 151.
Oh no, I know that one.
Oh, you mean from being who I am?
I mean, let's have a look. Where is it? Men receive an extra point of courage since they are skilled in the
Awesome.
So you should have 4 courage written down on your sheet.
I do. So this is
It's
just an
because you have
extra thing as
such
well.
short lives.
It's because it's
Do I need
the
to roll
dominion-
the Valiant on my turn, or?
Right, let's have a look. So, some lightning sizzles out and hits the rider of the same warg that Terrestrial hit straight in the chest, and it sizzles and blackens quite a bit. Let me just check Valiant out.
By the white tree of Gondor, I never thought I'd see such a feat performed in front of my very eyes. I'm going to stare a little bit, unbelieving at the elf.
Yeah, you do Valiant when it comes around to your turn. It doesn't cost you anything to do, though. Like, it doesn't cost you any actions or anything.
But it's only one per session, though, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it just tags on.
Yeah. Yes, that's right, yeah. So, yeah. Let me just... Can everyone make me observe spot checks? 9 wargs.
Ooh,
Ow.
yeah. Let me have a look.
16.
11.
10, and then roll 24.
What did you roll?
24.
No, but what did you roll?
I rolled a 14, and then put my observe, my 2 bonuses for spots.
Oh, sorry, 12.
So you rolled a 14 on 2d6.
I rolled a 14, added my observe, +2, then a +2. So 10 plus 14. Oh, I rolled 4. Fuck me. Fucking stupid thing. I was like, that's a big roll. How did I do that?
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. I thought you rolled 2 6s and then one of them had exploded. I thought that's why.
No, I didn't. Okay, so yeah, 20.
Okay, I mean that's still
Fucking Christ.
that's still not bad, is it? Right. Or anyone who got above a 10 notices that these 3 riders and wargs are already looking a bit bad and bloody, ignoring the ones that the 2 elves have already dealt with a little bit. They're already looking a bit battered and bloody. They've got, fresh cuts along them and stuff like that.
I see the men of Andor have already done their work here. Arnor even.
So then we go to because that lightning costs both your actions, Anna. Just so you know, because you will know, if you continue to cast, it's going to get harder to cast.
Yep.
Which means you're going to start losing weariness levels.
Yep.
Just so you know. Over to Reggie.
Yay! I'm basically just gonna swear really loudly and then fire my bow. Oh, Jesus. I got 12.
Got 12, you say. Okay, that's cool. Are you, firstly, rider or warg?
Rider.
Secondly, one that's already been lightninged a bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, your little arrow things outwards and strikes true and hits it in the back of the shoulder, almost sort of mirroring the injury on the chap who fell over in the inn. Can you roll me 2d6 plus 2 damage, please?
Yep. 10.
10, you say?
10,
Okay.
I say.
Okay. So, that rider slumps in the saddle.
Amazing. I think I'd
shot.
probably use my... Thank you. And I use the second action to actually try and get the next arrow set up.
Okay, that's cool. The warg carries on coming, ignoring the fact that this rocket is kind of like slumped over. That rocks us down to Trachosaurus.
Okay. How far between me and the warg? Like, is the warg coming in from where roughly I am, or is it coming in from the other
Yes,
side?
it is. It's coming in from roughly where you are.
Okay, I would like to use my movement action, I guess, to position myself between the warg and the halfling, and take a swipe with my sword onto the warg as it's coming down.
Cool.
I rolled so poorly. Rolled a 4, so that's an 18.
I mean, that's still, a hit, to be fair. Yes, you smack it quite happily across the face as it comes in. Roll me your 2d6 plus 5 plus strength mod damage.
Okay. 11, 12 damage.
12 damage, you say? Okay. Cool. That was quite a savage hit. You open up a fresh cut just to the side of it, just narrowly missing its eye.
Fantastic. I want to position myself in between and just kind of get my shield right in its face if I can.
Okay, cool. That takes us down to Trastriel. So there is a riderless warg being dealt with, and there are 2 more warg riders sort of coming in towards the ruins.
I am going to switch to my sword.
Okie dokie.
How far away are they?
They are now only about 10 foot away.
Okay. I'm going to get ready to hit one of them in the face when it gets close enough, because there's not much else I can do.
You're going to hold that second action, yeah?
Yeah, there's not a great deal else I can do. So yeah, I'll just get ready to sort of
Cool.
shank a bitch.
Farsak?
Well, they're all out of range for me.
Yeah, there is one not far in front of you if you decided to jump down.
I'll wait. I'll hold until they get closer.
Okay, cool.
Kind of holding my hammer underneath the side of the wagon so they can't see what I'm going to hit them with.
Okay, cool. Just a quick check. I would imagine Terrestrial is between them and Airende.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. So, over to them. Right. Firstly, that warg, eh? Let's see what it does. That warg's going to try and snap at you. Let's see what it does.
It's all good.
Okay. What's your defense?
Very good question. But do I put my damage reduction or not in here?
No. Your defense
Okay.
is just what it says on the tin.
13.
13. Okay, cool. So it does hit you.
Okay.
However, you're going to ignore that.
Yeah, probably.
So basically, it manages to get its face past your shield and goes to bite, and its teeth just rake along the chainmail and plate. So, right.
I'm going to keep ducking and weaving and trying to just keep myself positioned between the cart and the warg.
Yeah. So there we go. So for everyone else who's around, this warg goes to bite him, and it just kind of, its teeth just seem to rake against him and just ignore him. But you also weren't putting armor on earlier, so. Right, then we have another warg and rider heads over towards terrestrial. Let's see what happens there. What's your defense?
My defense is 13, I think.
Okie dokie. So
it might actually be slightly different.
I think it's probably 13 to be honest. So the rider fails to hit you, but the warg manages to. Again, though, in a very similar fashion. You basically shrug it off.
Cool.
Because you've got your elven armor on.
Oh yeah. I mean, can I have my go back now?
Yes.
This feels like an appropriate moment for it to turn around and go back at him.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna do a two-handed sweep. Not
Cool.
two-handed sweep, because that's two active things. Mine's one. Yeah, the two-handed thing.
Do you two-handed attack?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have your two-handed attack. So your two-handed attack, it works like a power attack.
Yeah. So
you hit as normal.
Yeah.
But when it comes back to hit you, it'll be easier for it to hit it. But you do +4 damage.
Yeah.
So warg or rider.
Have either of these been hit yet?
They have not been hit yet. They are looking wounded already, though.
Okay. I will go for the rider.
Okay, no problem. Make me a roll.
24.
Oof, Jesus.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
holy shit.
so what damage does your sword normally do? 2d6 +5.
In this particular instance, it does 2d6 + 12.
Fucking hell. Woo!
Because that's
That warg is dead. That rider is dead.
that's adding your +4 from the two-handed attack, your strength mod.
Yeah, because it's 2d6 + 5 for a longsword, +3 for my strength, and
Yeah.
then
Yep.
+4 for power attack.
Cool.
Yeah.
So that's 24 points of damage.
No, that's to hit.
No, but your
Um,
damage is
yeah.
24 points of damage.
Oh,
Uh,
right. Oh, yeah, because I crit, so it just
'cause
does
it-
max damage.
Yeah, at that point you've got an exceptional success, which means it basically does maximum damage, which would normally be 17, but well, it'd normally be 20, I guess, but it's 24.
Lol, elves.
Okay. Yeah, so as the warg sort of rakes at Terrestrial, she sort of spins out of its way, swapping the sword from a one-handed grip to a two-handed grip, and just decapitates the rider. Cool.
Nice.
My character expects that, so isn't fussed.
Yeah, exactly. You're just like, that's what she should be doing. That's her job.
So is the warg close to the wagon now?
So, warg and rider number 3. Rider 3.
They're like an elvish equivalent of "come get some," because if so,
I can translate it for you.
So, yes, Tharsek, there is a warg there is a warg going for the ponies, to be honest.
Yeah, it's copping some.
Yeah, I thought it would. Let me just make a quick... Cool, yep. Give me some attack rolls.
Okay.
You basically waited twice there, didn't you? So you can use
Yep.
it twice. Yeah. Right, give me an attack
So
roll.
I'm going to use my mallet because I've been keeping it nice and low and no one knows what I'm going to hit it with. So I get a nice big mallet, two-handed.
Sophie?
Got images of you kind of sitting there with your hand just there, going, "Don't mind me, just a lowly car owner here."
The a similar translation, Sophie, would be Tul Armatsina, which basically means fucking eat it.
So if you roll 2 6s, that explodes, yeah?
If you roll 2 6s, you roll one of the dice again, and then add
Okay.
the numbers on.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Oops.
So that is 12, 18,
Did it roll a 6 again?
yeah,
Roll again.
24.
Right, so you rolled 2 6s and then another 6, yeah?
Yes.
You
Roll the 6 again.
explode.
Okay.
You explode, basically.
And a 3.
Cool,
There
so
we
that's
go.
27.
Yeah.
Okay, so your damage normally is 2d6 plus whatever, so your damage will now be 12 plus whatever.
Okay.
So what does your hammer do? 2d6 plus,
3.
and then what's your strength modifier?
3.
So that's 18 points of damage.
Oof.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
No one touches my cart!
So he, quite resoundingly brings this
The
cheap-
hammer down. Oh my god, you're playing Reinhardt.
I gotta say, I think to be honest, after all of this, my character probably screams at the point where the hammer gets brought down, because this is all very close.
Yeah, it is very close.
All very
And then
stimulating.
you've got a second attack, right?
Yep.
Okay, do you want to roll that one?
Okay.
Hammer up, as opposed to hammer down.
Oh, not so good. 16.
16. Okay, cool. That's a hit. So roll your 2d6 and then add 6 to it.
Okay, nice. 14.
That is 14, you say?
Yep.
Okay. So as the warg goes to bite its teeth into one of the ponies, the dwarf brings this hammer up and over and down, and anyone nearby, there's quite a sickening crunch as the jaw gets broken on this warg. Capitalizing on it, the dwarf then reverses the hammer and hits it again, and when the hammer comes away, there's bits of brain on the hammer,
Ugh.
and the warg kind of slumps down.
Nice.
Ugh.
The
What's
rider,
left?
the rider jumps off and onto the cart. So, what's left at this stage?
Oh.
We'll have to do.
I
initiative
scream again.
What's left at this stage? There is
A warg up in my face.
there is a warg up in your face. There is a rider on the cart, and there's a warg that Trastiel's dealing with. There we go. So that's where we're at now. Can we get some initiative again?
Yes.
Well, we would actually roll decently this time.
7 plus. Okay.
10.
10.
I rolled garbage. 9.
11.
13.
Oh, Trustro goes first.
13, and you got 11. Okay, cool. Yeah, Trastiel. You've got
Cool.
this warg in front
There's a
of you.
warg next to me, isn't there?
Yeah, you just decapitated this raider.
What the fucking long?
No, I rolled 10. 9.
You're on 10. Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna power attack this one, or like 200 sweep or whatever it is.
Get all Thrander wheel on it.
Just because if it survives, I don't want it to attack me back and get bonuses.
Yeah.
But I rolled a 27, so I feel like this is gonna sting.
Oof.
Ouch.
Oh, God.
So do your max damage, which is 20 this time, isn't it?
20 in that case, yeah.
Okay. Longswords are fucking ridiculous.
They are
I mean,
disgusting.
the longswords are ridiculous, but it might just be my plus 16 to armed combat.
I mean, that helps you. Chris,
That
to be
that
fair.
that
Yeah.
that helps.
I mean, she is the warrior of the party. You know, this is kind of her jazz. Okay, so once she finishes with the orc, decapitating that, she takes a quick step up on the ruins and then drives her sword through the skull of the warg. And it drops, and she whips the sword out and sort of flicks it, and the blood just splatters to the floor.
Oof.
Is there anything else in range?
You can make your way across to either the one the chap is fighting, or you could see if you can get onto the wagon to deal with the orc that's on the wagon.
I feel like the dwarf and the man have probably got the other warg, so I'm gonna help out the hobbit.
So if you're going to go over and make your way up onto the wagon, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There we go. So Terrestrial goes and climbs up onto the wagon. Reggie,
Yes.
what do you want to do?
So I'm assuming this is pretty much at point blank range to release my arrows now.
Correct. So that
Okay.
makes it easier for you to hit it.
It does. I kind of want to use the courage for this one though. Kind of like I feel like he's just been screaming the entire time, and eventually something kind of snaps in him, and he goes from kind of pathetic scream to kind of like a no.
Cool. So cool. The courage. Your point of courage will give you +3 to the roll.
Okay.
The proximity of the orc essentially gives it a makes it so you're hitting it on like a 9 instead. So do your roll.
Okay.
Add your range.
I
combat.
rolled 20.
Ooh.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cool. So that arrow sinks quite resoundingly into its chest. It looks very confused for a minute and still kind of vaguely staggers forward though. But it has a slight moment where it kind of looks at its chest and kind of like snarls and sort of stumbles towards you.
Do I need to roll damage or?
No, you got max damage
Yep.
because you critted.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
This will never happen again, though. All of us written like this. That's it.
What are you doing with your other action? Are you knocking another arrow?
Also, I didn't crit. I rolled because I've got 9 for ranged, like in total with all the bonuses, and I rolled 8. So plus the 3 was how I got 20.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, that's fine. That's cool.
That's still critted because it's
It's
easier
the
for
target
Okay.
number, not the dice you roll.
Ah.
it's
Okay,
easier,
yeah, if that's-
it's easier for it to hit it as well because you're at point blank range, which is why you managed to
Okay.
crit. If it hadn't been at point blank, you wouldn't have critted, basically.
Ah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. If that's the case, then, and I've still got a move, I probably want to like kind of, essentially bum rush him. Seeing as I'm so small, kind of see if I can ram in his knees and push him back off the cart.
Okay, cool. You start charging towards it.
Okay.
Excellent. Right, now we've got some different things going on. We have got Andy is fighting his one. Rowan is up on his cart, and Andy is also yet to act. I'm going to deal with the warg that the man is dealing with at the moment, and then we will come back round that way, just because there are actually almost like different fights going on. Unless there's anything you desperately want to do, Andy.
Andy?
Andy.
Oh, me, right. I thought,
Unless there's anything you desperately want to do at the moment.
how alive is that warg?
It's already a bit wounded, but it's not seeming to cause it's not causing the Gondorian chap any trouble at all. Though it's basically just raking off his armor. So
Ducking and weaving like it's going out of fashion.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit it with my stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you move over there.
Move over,
And
come up
go
behind
hit
it, and just beat the shit out of it with a staff.
Okay, now this is not your strong point.
It's not.
But
Let's see how this goes.
Let's see how you get on.
Right. So what do I need? Let's
So
have a
roll
look.
2d6.
Roll 2d6.
Add your total ranks in armed combat, and then add
Okay.
+2 for your speciality and staff.
Where is my armed combat? It's up there. So that's what came after that?
And then you add your +2 to that as well. So it's whatever your roll is +7.
Whatever my roll is, +7 is 16. Sorry, 17.
17. Okay, cool. You hit it. Roll me your damage, which is 2d6 +2 plus your strength mod, which I think your strength mod is nothing.
Okay.
It is, yeah. Your strength mod is nothing, so
so
2d6 +2.
2d6 plus 2 is 7.
Ouch. Okay. It's not your strong point, but you're helping.
I'm helping! I'm helping! I'm doing a
So
thing. I'm helping.
the elf comes up to the side of the walk that Theridia is fighting and kind of like clocks it round the side of the head with the staff, and it does impact, and she does hit it in the eye. But you know, it's not like she hit it with a sword or anything, but it has definitely hurt it.
Fantastic stuff. As soon as I can, I'd like to capitalize on this.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay. So taking a grip on my, because it's hammering down with rain. You said,
Oh.
yeah.
Your staff is still lit as well, isn't it?
It is.
Awesome.
Nice. Makes
Blind
it
that
way easier to see
motherfucker.
now. Yeah, with the distraction provided by our lovely elf friend here, I'm going to tighten my grip on my sword and bring it down to bear, snarling at this warg in front of me.
Cool.
Okay, I've got 24.
Nice. So, what's your strength mod?
My strength mod is the book, not my character sheet. 1.
1. Okay, that's fine. that is still
No,
that is,
not a fighter.
that is still like 18 points of damage though. So, yes, you do. You grip your sword tighter. You bring it down. There is a bit of a crunch, and then the walk falls down.
Fantastic. With my other action though, I would like to charge at the goblin that's bearing down on.
You'll have to climb up onto the wagon.
Yeah, that's cool. I'd like to jump onto the wagon basically and try and
Okay. Cool.
get involved in that fight.
Give me a jump.
Try and
roll.
stop the halfling from actually running into the orc.
Well, I rolled an 11.
You rolled an 11. Oh, so you rolled an 11.
I rolled an 11,
Okay.
and my jump is 1. 12.
12 whole points to jump.
Yay!
But I got -5 because I'm wearing like a whole bunch of armor.
You're
That's
trained.
not-
You're not trained in jump, are you?
Hmm?
You're not trained in
In
jump, are
jump.
you?
No,
Okay.
100% not.
100% not. Okay, cool. Let's have a look.
No, I have things like, oratory conversations and persuade and like debate and other.
So me then.
skills.
So you do manage to jump onto sort of the backboard of the wagon, and you feel yourself sort of reel back slightly, and then you just kind of right yourself.
I would like to use my shield as a sail to try and pull myself forward and get mixed up myself and going to take their ass.
And anyone who's watching, it's not very graceful, but you do manage to get up there.
Fantastic.
So you are now up there for that. And then
Essentially, I just want to present a dangerous target to this goblin.
that takes us to Farsack.
I'll just hit it and knock it off the cart.
Okay, cool. How dare it be on your fucking cart?
How dare it?
Exactly. So I'm going to do like a push attack and just kind of square hit it in the chest.
Cool.
And try and knock it off.
It's all gone a bit Reinhardt.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cool.
Farsack.
Okay. 15.
15. Okay, cool. That will hit it. Roll me your damage.
Okay. $13. Do I get a bonus for it being two-handed?
No, but 13 is a good amount of damage. The dwarf again swings this large hammer, which has still got a little bit of sort of grisly matter on it from killing the warg. It impacts very soundly into the rider's chest, and there is a crunch, and it goes flying backwards into the wagon.
Ooh.
So that'll be us dropping out of initiative.
I feel like as well, if the orc gets knocked off of the cart as kind of like the final blow, I'm just gonna face plant. Because like my last action was trying to run at it.
Yes, pretty much. As you run at it, a hammer goes above your head. You feel it whistle past.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, yes.
Can I try and catch the halfling before he goes over the edge?
Sure, give me a swiftness roll. So that's 2d6 plus your swiftness mod.
Okay. 11.
11. Okay, cool. Yes, you do catch Reggie.
Slow down there, little one.
And I think with that, we'll take a brief break.
What we'll do is we'll give this a break of 15 minutes so we can bio, order some food, and figure out what we're doing with our lives. So what we'll do, we'll take a quick 15-minute break and then we'll come back to you. So hang around, we'll be back soon. And we're back. We're totally back. We've ordered ice cream and done our bio breaks and made tea. So what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly check my Twitch stream to make sure everything is working. It is indeed fan-fucking-tastic. So, for people who are just joining us, this is Shadows in the West. It is our new Sunday fortnightly game starting at 6:30 in the evening, finishing at around 9:30 maybe. We've got another session on the 11th, well, which is today. Session 2 is on the 25th of November, and Session 3 is on the 9th of December, and then we'll work out what we're doing from there, because some people might want to, go home for holidays and all that kind of stuff. The system is just the Lord of the Rings role-playing game by Decipher Inc. There are 5 players, and your game master is Red Fox. We just got finished beating the shit out of some, they were already slightly injured, warg and riders. There were quite a few crits in that. Quite a few delicious crits in that. And then there was lightning. And lightning is always good. So, Game Master Red Fox, take us away.
Okay, so there we go. So things have all fallen, and it is now oddly quiet in the rain, and you are mostly stood on the wagon, apart from Arende.
I would like to take a quick look at my surroundings and the people around me just to double check everyone's okay.
I think it's oddly quiet, except for me throwing up over the side of the cart.
Better out than in, lad. Better out than in.
You did well,
I'm
Mr. Hobbit.
I'm still alive.
You did well, Mr. Hobbit.
Thank you.
And look, not even a scratch on you. Nothing to worry about.
Maybe I'm tougher than I think I am.
I'll start looking at the orcs or the goblins and their attire and see if I can rummage through and salvage anything.
Okay, so the one, as you get off the cart, the one you hit in the chest with a hammer is still alive.
Oh.
Hold on a minute. Maybe we could talk to him.
I'm going to try speaking to it in Westron to begin with, because some of them do speak common. What?
Do you speak the language of men?
Kind of glares at you a little bit, and it's like sort of hacking up, a bit of blood fountains at its mouth.
Alright. Nobody here speaks Orc, do they?
Well, I might have picked up a little bit of orc on my travels.
Alright.
I could give it a go.
Talk to it. See where it came from.
I'll look down. I'll start trying my orc. Now, I'm a little bit rusty on this, so you'll have to forgive me. Right. Right, you dirty little shitbag. Where you from?
Cool. Which language are you using?
I will start with... Is it Gundabad? Yeah, Gundabad.
Gundabad. Okay, cool. Make me a language Gundabad roll.
Okay. 12.
Cool. Okay. So yeah, it definitely understands that. It kind of looks at you and just starts hacking shit. It's like dwarvish filth.
Yeah, whatever. Where are you from? I mean, you're looking a little bit peaky. You're not even, I don't know, the elite. You're looking more like scouts here. Look, me, just a little dwarf, and a couple of people just took you all on. And I look back at them and going, he's been a little bit stubborn. But I'm sure once I hit him with my hammer, he'll loosen his tongue.
I'm going to look at him and see if I can find any distinguishing marks which might tell me if he's from anywhere in particular.
Give me a law orc test.
Beautiful. Okay, so that's 1 there, and then what do I add on to that? So that's 2. And then that's that, so, and then 2d6. Yes, Anya!
It'll be 2d6 plus your wits plus your wise bonus, plus whatever your rank is.
Okay, so
orc.
let me count that up, because I've got a lot of stats. So 9...
I know your orc's not very high.
12...
I mean, I can give lore a go with orcs.
Give me a second.
One of the few laws I have.
17...
Oh gosh, you do. Fuck.
It's like the only lore I've got other than Lorien, I think.
16?
Okay, cool. I'm gonna give it a go as well.
I got 14, so.
Cool. Okay, so you both have a look at it. It looks like it's from... It's sort of the bits and bobs that it's wearing and things like that make you kind of think it looks like it's possibly from Gundabad.
From Gundabad.
Gundabad, for context, is in the far north, and it's where the orcs came from when they attacked Erebor.
Uh-huh.
Can I use Intimidate on him?
I'm trying to find Gundabad on the map.
Yeah, Gundabad is right up top.
Mount Gundabad. There it is.
Yes.
Wow, that's a fair way away.
Yes, it is.
You travel all the way down here.
Oh, I can't actually
Ooh.
speak to him, but can I be, like, just standing behind the dwarf and being relentlessly threatening while the orc is questioning him?
Can you flex?
Pretty much.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. I mean, I've got Intimidate Power as one of my specialities. I don't know what that does, though, 'cause I can't remember what power actually does. Or is that just, like, flexing for Intimidate
Yes,
rather than
basically.
speaking at them?
That's right, yeah.
Oh, that's
So,
convenient.
do I see, this elf going for it over my shoulder?
Yes.
Basically, I'm standing behind you, Batmaning excessively.
Master
What's your intimidate?
I'll look down at the orc and go, you better tell me, because, these elves, they live a very long time.
13.
And they can torture you for a very, very long time. They can use magics, you've already seen it. And they can sustain your life. So they could torture you forever.
Master Dwarf, ask him what he's doing so far south from Gundabad.
I'll look to see if he actually caught that and whether he understands
Which bit?
when the elf was talking common to me. So
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, you can make out that I sort of looked at her, and it wasn't a blank look,
yeah,
so assume it maybe it does.
you heard what she said. Now give us an answer.
He rises, and then it dies.
That's the problem with these. They're so frail.
So what do we do from here then?
Well, we could get a tracker and maybe follow the trail.
I'm gonna see if any of them have any noticeable wounds from stuff that wasn't us. Like if there's any arrows embedded in them, because they start pretty beat up.
Yes.
They did. We were told though that the people from Arno had encountered them, and there was 10 of them originally.
I'm still salvaging whatever I can and throwing it into the wagon.
Where's
Yeah,
the
that's
nearest settlement
Bree?
Back to Bree.
that isn't Bree?
I could probably answer that one. I don't actually know, but my character should know.
Let's have a look.
Isn't Bree? Is that Buckland?
Yeah, that's more back towards the Shire as well, though, isn't it? So it's basically just hobbits.
Apart from that, then it's Fornost, isn't it?
Hmm.
Let us have a look. So, around here, as some of you would know, as also, to be fair, anyone who knows much about Eriador would know, you've got Bree, and you've got, then you've got the Shire, you've got Fornost, however, that is not really a settlement anymore.
Okay.
Fornost used to be a settlement, but is no longer a settlement. It's called Deadman's Dyke because there's no one living there anymore. Anyone who's travelled extensively in Eriador would know that it's only really the rangers that pass through there. But that's it, really. Other than
Pretty
that,
good knowledge, Gondor. Would I know more about this area?
so have you got history?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so roll me a lore history, Gondor.
Okay. So that's my lore history, Gondor,
Whatever the rank
plus
is.
my lore. 11 is 15.
Cool. Okay, so Fornost fell in 1974 of the Third Age. It was the final victory for the Witch King when he destroyed Arnor.
Yeah.
There were about 10,000 men in the city, along with several thousand elves and 500 hobbit archers. There were at least 40,000, if not 60,000, orcs, trolls, evil men, wolves, etc., etc. The Witch King overran it, and the king at the time was driven into the North Downs. The Witch King's forces then occupied Fornost and pillaged it. And that was it. At that point, the Witch King had conquered all of Arnor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and then it's just been pretty much abandoned ever since. Like rangers occasionally pass through there, but I think that's mostly to keep. That's probably you think that's mostly to keep it clean.
Yeah.
Make sure nothing's taken root there. Other than that, you're going back to Bree and the Shire and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because Arnor is a bit dead.
Yes. Because the Witch King attacked it so often.
Yeah, the Witch King, I think, fought a something stupid like a 500-year war against Arnor.
Yeah, well, he's not. Yeah.
And he just wiped it off the face of Middle Earth, basically. So yeah, there we go. That's your quick history lesson.
So what now?
Well, if we're going to follow this up, we're going to need some provisions.
I would say we go back to the Prancing Pony, find out as much as we can from the injured Arnold soldier. Now that they've had a bit of a chance to recover, we can also collect the rest of our belongings.
And some provisions.
And of course, those well-needed provisions.
Trustriel?
I don't
Also,
think it's the vast amount that we need.
Sorry, where are my manners? I am Theridir Benorian. good to meet all of your acquaintance.
Oh,
Yes,
Good to meet
Willon. As I was saying, Trastriel, what should we do?
I've been told to guard you. If you want to follow up on this, then I wouldn't particularly say it's the safest action, but it seems like a potentially intelligent one. If there's orc bands wandering around, then it could be useful, especially if we can send some sort of message to Rivendell.
Bree is unguarded and small. For the short time it would take us to gather belongings and information in Bree, the inhabitants there would be safer for it. So we shall return to Bree. We will return to Bree. Are we agreed?
Aye, I think we are. And I'll look down at the halfling. Do you want to give me a hand, lad? I just need to get as much as I can off these bodies.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, please.
You did well there.
Oh, thank you. I used to be good with a bow and arrow, but I followed, my heart and went towards singing, but I needed an adventure. When you just feel it in your bones, you just want to go out there and find adventure.
Well, when you say you're good with a bow, I'm glad you're on our side.
Little halfling,
Oh my heart.
where did you learn to speak Quenya?
I mostly through the songs. There's a man. He comes through here every now and then, and he teaches me songs. You might have met him. Really, really tall man, pointy hat, big beard. And he sometimes brings songs, and I mostly learnt it through the songs, to be honest.
Ay, Laurilanta. And she smiles, and she nods, and just waits for them to pack up the cart with dead things scavenged from dead things.
Right then, lad. Let's get you in and let's go.
That sound is a small cat trying to get into one of my cupboards. Could you not? Please no.
Mr. Dwarf, would you mind giving me a boost again?
It's all right. No one's looking. Here you go.
Thank you.
Wait, sorry guys. Do you mind? Butt face?
Oh, little cat.
Stupid cat. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump back on the wagon.
Ooh,
I
ice
hope
cream.
you don't mind if I get a lift back to the prancing pony with you again, Master Dwarf.
Ah, not at all. Not at all.
I'm going to start just sauntering off on my horse, and then slowly start deadening the light in the staff as we start getting closer to Bree.
Before
Oh, sorry.
is there any way I can use survival to have a bit of a guess as to where these orcs may have come from, roughly?
Yeah, you can give me a roll. Now it's not forest based, so you won't get your speciality.
Ugh, you're no fun.
At least I think yours is forest based as well.
I would imagine so.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
13.
13. Okay. So you suppose that they're not carrying any provisions or anything, and there's only so far they can ride in one evening. So they probably have to be bedding down somewhere local-ish. It is sort of 11, 12 o'clock at night now, so they've only got about another 5-6 hours left. So at most, they could be, I suppose, another 100 miles away, but that seems unlikely because that would be basically riding the wargs into the ground.
Yeah.
And even though from your past experience, orcs don't particularly care about riding the wargs into the ground, the wargs care about being ridden into
Yeah.
the ground.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that if they are Gundabad orcs, they're clearly not coming from Gundabad itself, because that's fucking miles away.
Yeah.
And short of running the orcs into the ground for a couple of days, the wargs into the ground for a couple of days,
They wouldn't be
they
that
must be.
state
There must be a base somewhere, or somewhere that they're basing themselves, roughly in the area.
That seems sensible.
We're probably not going to do a grid search.
Also, they must be close by. If there was 10 or so of them when they attacked the forces here, and we've only come across 3, that means that these must be looking for any remainders that may have got away.
Cool. Okay, that's all.
Excuse me.
So back to the breather and back to the prancing pony.
We could also talk to the survivor and see exactly where they got hit, and it probably wouldn't be too far from there.
A fantastic idea, Master Dwarf.
Back to breathe then.
Okay.
I'd also just, yeah. The only thing I was going to say as well is that obviously just sat in the back of the car trying to make conversations with the Gondorian, being like, my name is Reggie.
Oh, I'm Theridor Vrenorian. So what brings you...
What, sorry?
Theridir Vrenorian.
Can I call you Ferry?
I'm sure that'll be fine.
She
I thought for a
said.
moment you were going to say no.
She says. She says to Trastriel in Gwenya, he's quite lovely, isn't he?
So, tell me...
My reply is, I don't hate him.
So tell me, Master Hobbit, do you know any Gondorian songs or any Gondorian tales?
I do not as well as the Elvish ones, but I do know some old Gondorian songs, and I go off into a beautiful old, probably like a war ballad for him.
I'm going to hum along.
Probably something to do with the Last Alliance.
The last
I imagine it's probably quite a well-known one as well. Like, I don't know anything particularly interesting or obscure from the realms of man.
It's probably a song version of the story about the Last Alliance when Sauron was cut down. Or something like that, I would imagine.
Like
Yeah.
my favourite story.
What does Sing go off?
There is perform.
Yeah.
Perform singing. Which
It goes off bearing, does it?
goes off bearing, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to hum not entirely out of tune.
Oh dear.
I mean, I don't know if you want to make a perform check, Reggie, or whether you just want to get on with it.
Yeah, I can do see kind of. Do. That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16. There you go. That works out quite nicely.
I'm going to hum along with the 12. Oh, 2 seconds, door.
Oh, that'll be. Sorry, guys. 2 seconds. We ordered from a place called Casper's, which is a restaurant that only does desserts. It's amazing.
It's literally across the road from me. Like, I can see it from where I'm sat.
Amazing. Amazing. I'd be really fat if that was me.
The worst part is we have occasionally ordered on Just Eat from there.
Oh, God.
The driver never looks impressed.
No. No. Never. Because I bet you has to go a really roundabout way to get back to where you are if you're in the Castle Gardens bit.
Oh no, it's Deliveroo, he just picks it up and walks it, like, he literally walks across the road.
Oh, does he?
That's it.
Oh, right, okay,
Yeah.
fine. Because some of them would literally get in a car and then go, where am I going? Oh, shit. We have a funny story about Deliveroo. We paid for an order, got picked up, left the restaurant, never made it to us, driver disappeared off the face of the earth.
No.
He stole our food.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, stole our food.
I had one that was coming from St. Helens Avenue to my house in town, and apparently it went by a town hill. I don't know why. On a push bike.
All right, okay, that works. Yeah, sure, why not? All right, I can dig that. Not saying I understand it, but it happened. It definitely happened. Oh, we've had another one where we've ordered and the order's been sat there until the restaurant closed because nobody came to pick it up.
No.
Nobody came. I think he's still negotiating with the driver. I think. But not be.
It's an important negotiation, like we can wait.
Like, give me my ice cream. This is not a negotiation. Give me my fucking ice cream. I hear footsteps. What do your elf eyes see? Bubblegum Sunday!
There's a bit of confusion there.
Why?
So 3 deliveries just showed up. One for Andy next door, his
Yeah.
Chinese. One for his Indian. Chinese from next door, the other side of us. And then this guy showed up. And then there's another person's lost with the 5 guys.
Oh my god! So everybody on our streets just ordered food.
Amazing.
Amazing.
So like, there's people, you know, all the cars that just pulled up. They're all different takeaways.
Because I thought, like, that's a lot of people turning up. Oh wow, they're all delivery drivers.
It's just like, I've got this, I've got this.
Have I won the Deliveroo lottery or something? Have they given me enough ice cream to last a year? What's going on? Cool. Right, 2 seconds. Noisy. Fuck yeah.
Onwards to Bree.
Proceed. I have ice cream and cookies.
Okie dokie. So there we go. You rumble back to Bree. Again, you've not actually been gone that long because you only went a couple of miles up the road.
Yeah.
You know, you've been gone no more than an hour at most.
And also, we were frighteningly efficient.
Yes. So you rumble back up to Bree, and then go back to the prancing pony, and the innkeeper is still there as you walk in. Oh, back already, is it?
I nod.
Yes. We've taken care of some of the war problems, but we need to speak to our injured fellow here so we can find out a little bit more and also pick up the rest of our belongings.
Oh, you don't say. Okay. Well, we put him in the dwarf's room as he asked us to. So you can go see him in there if you really want to.
Fantastic. Also, round of drinks for all those who travel with us tonight. I'm going to put some coins on the bar.
Of course, young master. You can certainly see to that.
I'm going to go and pick up all my stuff as well.
Do we have any fancy elf food or drink or any of that nonsense?
He looks really confused and kind of like scratches his scraggly beard.
No, I mean, do me and Anna have any?
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Like lembas bread.
Do we have any of those? Because I feel like everybody would probably benefit from us sharing a little bit of that after a
Yeah,
fight.
you'll have lembas and probably like some elven wine and probably some water from the Anduin. It might be the silver load at the point at which. Anyway, yes,
Cool.
the
Yeah.
river in Lothlorien.
Because as far as I remember, like everything we have has some little bit of magic in it. So
Yeah.
I feel after a fight, everyone's probably going to be wanting and being out in the cold for a while.
Lembas
Everyone
bread cures everything.
Probably going to want something like that. Whereas which
Okay.
like, yeah,
If you offer people some lembas and maybe some wine or some water,
I will.
whether they want it.
I will.
I'll eat some lembas bread, but I'm just going to have it with a pint.
I'll give the hobbit, I'll give the hobbit slightly more lambus because you know, hobbit.
What is
I'll
what
come
is
buy the
this?
Hobbit as a stiff drink as well.
Oh, the Hobbit's already gone and ordered a whole pint. Like, there was money put on the bar. I can get a whole pint.
It's lambus bread. Just eat it, you'll feel better.
This is like from the stories, like the actual like lambus bread.
Yeah.
Eat it.
And I stuff it down all in one. Like you've never seen anyone eat this so fast in your life.
Okay, I am actually mildly shocked at that.
You're now feeling super full, but not too full to drink your pint.
Like the Hobbit shooting the orc was less impressive than how quickly they just ate that.
It's like
And
you,
still somehow like almost skipping around the bar.
it's like you've just had a large meal, but now you can still manage to cram your pint in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously. Alcohol goes to the alcohol stomach, just like
Yeah.
dessert goes to the dessert
With
stomach.
dessert stuff,
I
actually.
was just about to say there's still room for dessert.
I know, that's why I had my appendix taken out to make more room for the dessert.
So
But no, I'm having a moment of mild, like, what in that's new. Didn't know that could happen.
That's a thing. That's definitely a thing.
Definitely going to be chuckling while I take off the plate armor that is absolutely sopping wet.
yeah.
I
Gotta
might
get close
head
to the fire and
upstairs.
collect all my stuff together and go upstairs to speak to
Yep.
yonder wounded Arnor warrior.
I'll
I-
take the
I
wagon
think that-
back
Yeah.
and then drop off the stuff that I've got back into the blacksmiths just to kind of have some rubbish here.
Okay, cool.
I'm probably going to be sat again back by the fire, telling everyone about the amazing adventure that I went on.
How like you shot an orc in the chest and the dwarf just like smashed a warg to pieces, and like there was a warg that tried to eat this man and he was just like, ha, you can't eat me, and like how like an elf did lightning and
Real lightning!
the other elf like managed to decapitate an orc and then also stab a warg and that died as well, and yeah.
I was blatantly the hero. I was obviously the hero. They would have been like ruined without me because like when I hit the orc, it totally died. It definitely died. I killed an orc. I'm amazing.
They're
You were
all
even
kind
on your own stage for it as well, weren't you?
They're all a bit incredulous. Like they don't. You're not entirely sure they believe you.
I haven't even got any wounds to show that it's real. Ah.
I'm just gonna chime in with like, yes, you were incredibly brave. Like I've never seen a hobbit kill an orc before. It was interesting, but
Oh,
completely deadpan.
yeah.
Like completely deadpan and serious. Like yeah, it's almost scientific. Like yeah, it was really
It was
interesting.
so interesting. I cannot believe it. I have
Yeah,
never
like,
seen a hobbit kill an
like-
orc before. This is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen.
Yeah,
And this is probably the most incredible moment of my life because I'm like, oh, an elf was nice to me.
Oh my goodness.
where do we get this reputation for being arseholes? Like
Oh
We're
no,
not
no, it's not that.
really.
It's like I'm a hobbit and you're an elf.
Reggie Elfriend took.
So upstairs.
Mm.
Let's get over to the upstairs. Right.
I feel like we should give this poor injured person some of our magic elf stuff, so that they like stop being dead and hungry.
Yep.
Dead and hungry.
That's fine. Some
Worst combo.
Some lemons and some water from the silver load makes him feel a little bit better.
Yeah,
Good.
it's so good being a race that's automatically magical.
Right.
Have his wounds been treated?
Yes, he's strapped up.
Cool.
I'm gonna glide into the room.
Cool.
We found riders and wargs.
Okay.
They are dead, but not in the numbers you had originally described. Far less.
Oh, if they were a bit wounded, it was probably the stragglers. The orcs have a tendency to sort of leave them behind if they can't keep up.
They were already injured.
That's probably the ones that we
you and your men injured.
Mhm.
Credit to you. Credit to you all.
And there were more.
Yes, there were more.
Where did they go?
North, I think. We were heading towards Fornost just to do a sweep of it. Just because.
We? Sorry?
Yes, myself and Marbeth and Asgar.
There were 3 of you only, were there?
Yes, that's right. Normally, 3 of us is plenty, just for a wander through and escape. We wouldn't normally encounter orcs, particularly 10 warg riders. I'm not sure what they were doing here.
We did ask.
Oh,
His answer was indistinct.
okay.
We don't know. They are northern orcs. Far northern orcs. No business being down here.
They came from Khan Doom.
Barador. Not Barador.
Gundabad.
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 Oh. Not Khan Doom. Okay. That's something at least. When you said far north, I thought you meant from there, but it's less
North enough that they would not have been riding continually, we don't think.
Anyone who's got lore history Gondor, give me a roll.
Yeah.
Am I in this or am I still downstairs? Like,
19.
Oh, I've
It's-
got Lore Realm Gondor.
Yeah, give me the lore realm Gondor. It's
Three.
up to you. You could have come upstairs.
I feel like I'm still soaking the attention.
What does Lore go off? Just Lore and then 2d6 and then...
So for you, we wrote your sheet a bit differently.
Yeah, you did.
So for your lore, it says your total. It'll say your total is 3,
Yep.
but for ranks, it'll say C below.
Okay.
So then if you go down,
Yeah, that's a
you'll
background.
see lore realm. Oh shit! Lore realm Angmar, please, for you.
Okay, cool. So that's 6 plus 2d6.
6 plus 2d6 plus 3
Plus
plus
the-
1.
Okay, oh Jesus.
So
So,
can't
8,
dumb, yeah.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
The
14.
the capital, yeah.
Did you suddenly twig?
No, I already know.
Yeah.
19.
Yes. So the place he's talking about was the capital, like of Angmar. It was the Witch King's stronghold.
Mm.
Just so you know, just because that would have triggered for like the 2 of you. When
Yeah.
he said it.
In the past, they invaded the area around Weathertop, didn't they?
That was the Witch King's stronghold, basically. Khan.
Yeah.
That is in the far north.
Far
It is
north.
about almost as far north as Gundabad.
Yeah.
So you've got Mount Gundabad is on the same mountain range, but Mount Gundabad is on the north of the Misty Mountains, whereas Khan Dum is on the westernmost tip of that.
Yeah.
So it's sort of northwest from Fornost.
Yeah.
Essentially. But yeah, that's what he automatically jumped to there when you said
To Condor.
Yeah,
far
it's-
north.
It's in between North Downs and Monk Ram, isn't it? And then north, basically.
So it's northwest of the Eton Moors, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go, just so you know.
Cool.
Oh, Gundabad, okay.
He said something strange.
Oh,
He rises.
okay.
Do you have any particular rumours that have been flying around? Any news?
Sorry?
Any particular rumours or news? Why were you scouting?
Well, because we patrol through Fornos just to make sure it's clear. After Angmar destroyed the city, it periodically we just pass through it just to make sure it's not inhabited by orcs and things.
And I'm
A good job you
guessing.
do so in keeping the ranks in check.
And I'm guessing that because you weren't expecting the wargs, you hadn't heard anything.
No, exactly. We were on the way back through to Fornost. We were there's some ruins a couple of miles outside of Bree. We were another couple of miles north of that.
Okay, we were attacked.
Yes, that's right.
And were you surrounded, or did you happen upon them and they attacked you as you happened upon them?
No, they came upon us.
Right.
It was of an evening.
Wargs and riders with no other purpose but hunting people down?
Perhaps they are based somewhere around here. We need to find out more.
I don't know whether we stumbled into their path, or it's certainly unusual for them to be around.
They're normally quite single of purpose.
I don't know whether they've moved into Fornost. We've not been through Fornost in a couple of weeks.
Perhaps if you are feeling well enough, you could take us to the spot where you were ambushed. We can go from there and try and track them down.
Yes, I can certainly try.
By morning light, they'll probably be gone, but we can work out possibly.
If it's daylight, I can find tracks at least.
Fantastic.
I mean, it's up to yourselves. We can leave now if you want.
No, you need to rest.
I'm sure we could all do with a good night's rest.
He sort of goes to half rise and get out of bed.
No, stay.
Tap him on the shoulder and just kind of gently push him back down to bed. No, you've earned your rest. We shall make off at first light then, yes?
Okay.
Perhaps with some food in our bellies and a good night's sleep, it will do us the world of good if there are more of these things out there and we have to face them.
Okay. He kind of sinks back on.
El sila erin lu e govanad vin. And then she leaves.
Master Dwarf, it appears that your room is taken for the evening. Have you got another bed to sleep in?
Ah, there's a nice warm fire. I don't mind sitting there. A room is a luxury. I'm used to the wagons, so don't worry about it. There's a seat down here.
Then by your leave, Master Dwarf. And I'm going to retire for the evening.
Cool.
Chastriel? I will
We-
sleep now.
Don't need to sleep for as long as the others.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, elves, you literally just kind of go and sit in the room and just kind of
Meditate for a
relax.
bit.
Yeah.
I'm concerned he might do something stupid, given that he tried to get up, considering when he's clearly wounded.
Guard his door.
Yeah, I'm thinking I might keep an eye on him as well throughout the night.
Just ensure my door is locked.
Okay. So is everyone going to bed?
Essentially.
Yeah, but for like...
Yeah.
Cool. To be fair, you can mostly just chill out by his door, if you know. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I'm fine after an hour.
the night passes. Uneventfully.
Phew.
Morning comes, and you gear up.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. So you lot just gear up, and oh, I don't care about Red Dead Redemption 2. Go away.
Game Master,
Yes.
this feels like an appropriate time to call it.
Not quite. We're nearly,
No?
no, you're very nearly there. So, you get your stuff together. Don't worry about the cost of provisions. I'm not worried about how much it costs you to get stuff. You get some provisions for a journey.
I already have some.
Exactly. Some of you already have provisions. In fact, most of you already have provisions, apart from probably Reggie.
Reggie probably has to spend at least part of the morning explaining to a very sad bride that he's not going to be coming to the wedding to sing.
Probably, yeah. Because he's off on an adventure.
Off on an adventure.
So now you can hire horses.
I already have my own.
Or even buy horses, or you could just jump on the wagon if the dwarf's happy for you to jump on the wagon.
More the merrier.
Wagon!
I'm just gonna get on my own horse
I would like a horse, please.
I'm just gonna walk.
because I already brought one with me.
Legit. Okay, you can go and acquire a horse.
Hashtag just noble things.
Just noldal things, thank you.
Cool. So you head out. You head back past the site of where you had the fight the previous evening, and you get past there. The rain has at least abated now, and it's just kind of murky and cold. The corpses you notice as you go past are still there. You know, they've not mysteriously disappeared or anything. And you travel on a little bit. As you get another couple of miles up the road, the ranger asks you to stop, and then with a little bit of help gets down off the wagon and starts having a look around. It's pretty obvious to all of you, even without having any kind of tracking skills, that there was some kind of skirmish here. The ground is quite sort of churned up.
Hmm.
So he starts sort of having a look around. There is a dead warg and a dead orc still around, but no other corpses.
Hmm.
Can I attempt to use survival to get a better idea of what's gone on and if there's any particular direction for us to work out where things have come from or gone to?
Yeah, give it a go.
17.
Okay, let's... Okay, so if you were looking for shelter hereabouts, there's not much shelter to be seen. So you're not entirely sure where they would go. Can everyone give me observe spot checks?
Yes.
Nope. Unless 7 is enough.
So that's 6, 7, 10,
10.
17.
11.
Cool.
Try to find out what my score is for that again.
People who got over 10. You notice there is a blood trail heading off to one side at the same sort of time that Ekthon notices it.
What colour's the blood?
Red.
Oh, not all then.
Well, now sort of a brownish red.
Mm.
The
Not
ground's
okay.
quite moist, so it's not quite dry to the crisp brown it would normally be. So Ekthon sort of notices this and kind of starts half running, half limping along, following it.
I'm going to ride after him.
I'll follow.
Everyone up? Yep.
Cool, I'm going to say survivors in Kenya to Arende.
Reggie and Tharsak.
I'll slowly follow them along.
Yep.
Cool.
I would like to keep an eye just in front of where they're going, basically.
Okay, cool. So you follow him along, and what you get to like a little, almost like a ditch, and in this ditch is the body of another man. He is older than Ekthon, bearded, sort of middle-aged looking. Ekthon panics a little bit and scrambles down into the ditch.
I'm gonna dismount and go with him.
Yeah.
I'll leave my shield there.
Hmm.
He scrambles down into the ditch. He's like, Asger, no, Asger. Fuck. And gets to him. And it's like, goes, and his eyes kind of open, goes to close his eyes, and Asger starts coughing up blood. And pulls Ekthon close. Everyone give me an observe listen check.
Ooh.
Ooh! 10.
9.
Oh, give me a sec.
That just goes off my
15.
observe, doesn't it?
Just goes off your observe, yeah.
Mine's 15.
I don't get my specialties, do I?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
I do.
Quiet,
I'm going
halfling.
to kneel near them as I was going towards them if he's doing a
11,
somber moment, as it were.
17.
17. Cool. And it would have gone for the 10. Just about his in sort of go, Captain, they took him to Fornost, and then there's a death threat.
I was going to say I'll attempt to use treat wounds, but that feels like it might be slightly too late.
Yeah.
And we will close there for the evening.
Yay!
Awesome.
Cliffhanger.
Thanks very much, everyone.
Mm. Right.
you.
Now that I've not got a
Thank
face
you.
full of ice cream. That was cool.
Let's close it. I suppose we'll get closing remarks from people, and then let Bun close down the stream.
Yeah. So how do we feel?
Yeah, good.
That was fun.
Need to sort of get into the character a bit more, work out what I'm doing with it. But we'll
Nope.
be going okay. Just it's getting used to the character sheet and combat and where stuff is that works with that. And we're all going to get used to that because it's only the first session, and I don't think any of us have played this game before, have we? So
No. No.
Yeah, I mean, we all need to actually catch up with the Hobbit in terms of characterization, because we're just lagging behind, really.
Homework. Go and watch The Hobbit, start to finish. That's the point. I've not actually seen the third instalment of The Hobbit.
Oh fuck! I'll have to put it on at some point.
Yeah, I've not actually seen it. To be fair, I
ridiculously
kind of
good.
don't want to.
Oh no, it's amazing. There
I'm
are
like,
things. There are
I have
things
high
like,
expectations, and I'm like, I'm going to be disappointed, aren't
no.
I?
In fairness, though, there are things like eagles and chariot scenes, and
there are some good bits in the extended stuff.
yeah.
Does it have more
they-
Thranduil in it? If it does, I'll watch it.
It has plenty of Thranduil in it.
Oh, yeah!
In fairness, you've probably seen most of the good clips online, though.
Yeah, to be fair.
I hit things with a hammer. It was awesome.
That is what you do best. Amazing!
Well, not
Amazing.
quite.
What is it you do best?
We'll find out.
Crafting.
Right. Okay. That was fun. We're finishing on time as well, which has been nice. This has been Shadows in the West. The system is A Lord of the Rings, a role-playing game by Decipher Inc. Your game master has been Red Fox. We've got This is Bun playing Iarende. We've got Azarich playing Tharsak Hammermaker. We've got Serenith playing Trastriel, the world's tankiest fucking elf. Thracosaurus playing Theriadir Branorion, and I've just managed to pronounce that. And Little Robin Red playing Reginald Reggie Took. This has been amazing. So we'll be back at about 6:30 on the 25th of November for another session. But for now, that's all we have time for. So say goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Cheerio.
And I will see you soon. Have fun. Keep being bun. Bye-bye.